Hello and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac and the continued life of Lazarus. Now we're gonna go over here and see what sort of terrible things. Apparently it's a bunch of headless people who are on fire. I have noticed these headless people are not all that dangerous up until the point that they jump into a fire and then they are basically flaming hellspawn, which is actually probably not inaccurate. I would guess that in some way these things do spawn from Hades. Well, technically Hades is not actually hell. I mean, those are completely different mythologies. Oh, are we gonna be the Pope? Mitri, you feel blessed? I mean, what does that mean? I wanted to be the Pope. Why don't we get to be the Pope? Look, friends, if you can choose to be Lazarus or the Pope, I would choose to be the Pope. I don't actually know why, but that's probably a thing that you should do. Just saying. I feel like Lazarus is known for dying, whereas the Pope is known for being the most powerful person in the Catholic Church, which, quite frankly, if I had to choose between dying and being the most powerful person in the Catholic Church, it's definitely the most powerful person in the Catholic Church, because dying is not all it's cracked up to be. Actually, it's probably exactly what it's cracked up to be, but it really depends on who you're talking to. Like, if you're talking to, I don't know, like, some guy who believes that when you die, you reincarnate as, like, a three-headed mastodon and thinks that for some reason that's really cool, then I guess death isn't really all it's cracked up to be. But if you're talking to a guy who's just like, yeah, you die, then I guess it's exactly what it's cracked up to be, because that's, you know, that's how that works. What's over here? Hello, Poops? Hello, Poops. How you doing, Poops? I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing fairly poorly. Ow, I got hurt by a little poop. We are never supposed to be in... I'm not doing a good job of dodging anything. Clearly, this is not the time for Binding of Isaac, as I'm proving myself to be quite inefficient at dodging every single form of fecal matter in this game, which is really the majority of enemies, both metaphorically and literally fecal matter. Let's see what we can get out of these. Ooh, a couple coins, okay. It's basically all the coinage we've gotten so far, which, just saying, that's not very much coinage. We could possibly get a good solid... Oh, that's where it's at. Some hearts. Oh, yeah. See, this is why you gotta go through all the poops and just destroy every single one of them, because if you leave even... Oh, my word. If you leave even one poop, then you have the potential that you're leaving behind hearts that you may very well need. And at this point, we've gone from, like, dying to having more than enough hearts to potentially do some serious damage to this boss. Especially if that boss happens to be Monstro. It's Larry Jr. I don't actually like Larry Jr. Larry Jr. is very dangerous. He's actually quite a deadly dude. Larry Jr. and your friend Barry Jr., could you both just buzz off? Because I do not appreciate, the level of death that's occurring right now. Well, the level of attempted death. There's actually not all that much death actually occurring, because Lazarus, I don't know if you noticed, is still alive, which means technically he's not doing what he's supposed to do, which is just starting out. He's supposed to die, because, I mean, without his death, he really has no particular significance in anything. There we go, he's dead. Oh, we're gonna get the heart again. I do not like the heart. Oh, it's like a little, like, gaggle under his neck. It's just a turkey now. Except instead of, like, a mound of flesh, it's actually his own heart that's sticking out of his throat. Which is not something I ever wanted to say. What the heck is this? That is terrible. That is the worst. I'm going to ignore the fact that that room exists, because it's probably for the best. I still want to know what this blessed thing does. I'm gonna guess it probably does something like more damage to certain types of enemies. Or, I don't even know. That's all that I can think of, doing more damage to, like, demonic enemies. I don't know what you consider a demonic enemy to be in Binding of Isaac, because that's it's a pretty general term for Binding of Isaac enemies. But I'm sure there's something there. Ooh, what's this? Whipworm? I don't understand. What did we just get from the whipworm? Do our bullets shoot? I don't know. I can't tell. Hard to tell, people. Oh, look, it's a pill bottle. Dude, Lazarus loves pills. Reusable pill generator. Oh. Well, let's get a pill then. What kind of pill we got here? Speed up. Oh, yeah. So once, it looks like every 1, 2, 3, somewhere around 6 rooms, we can get a pill to use, which sounds great. Actually, there was something in this other room. Look at this. It's a special rock. I mean, I don't have any bombs, but that was totally a special rock. And as soon as we get a bomb, we're going to go back and we're going to check out what's in that special rock, because it's probably something that we want. I'm just going to level with you, because Isaac basically wants whatever he can get. Oh, look, there was another one in there. And there's another one here. Look at all the special rocks. Wow, we're feeling so special. We're like treasure hunters, except there's no proof that there's any treasure in any of those rocks yet. I'm gonna guess, oh my word, a bomb. Well, let's do this. Special rock. Oh, we got a new bomb. Oh, that's where it's at. So we can drop one on this special rock. Come on, special rock, come through. Oh, yes! Dude, what the heck? We have like 7,000 health right now. I'm not at all concerned. I feel like we've just had the luckiest run of this particular level that has ever occurred, because that was crazy. And if we can get more bombs, we can get even more stuff. Hey, flies, can you get out from the rocks? Because I can't hit you when you're over there. Jeez. Maybe the whipworm gives us extra pushback? Because it does seem like these enemies are going quite a ways at this point. I don't know, hard to tell. But again, we do need, what is this? Rosary bead, faith up. Is faith a stat? What does faith even mean? I don't understand faith. We don't need faith. We are a purely secular Isaac. We believe only in ourselves and the existence that we can see in front of us. We are existential Lazarus. Whoa! No, we're not actually an existential Lazarus, although that would be awesome on one hand. I'm pretty sure, given that Lazarus has chosen to potentially be the Pope, that he is not like an atheistic existentialist. Maybe he's like, I don't know, a Christian existentialist? Is that a thing? That is not a thing. That is in no way a thing. That can't happen, I don't think. That's not possible. No, not at all. Ignore that. Lazarus is simply the Pope. That is all that Lazarus is at this point. He is the Pope of the Catholic Church, or maybe some other church. Maybe he's the Pope of the Church of England. Does the Church of England doesn't have a Pope. The Church of England has a king. So if Lazarus was actually the king of the Church of England, the Pope of the Church of England, pretty sure that would make Lazarus the king of England. And I'm pretty sure Lazarus is not the king of England. I mean, I haven't actually checked. I'm not 100% certain who the king of England is right now, or if there even is a king of England. Because currently everyone seems to care about the queen far more so than they care about the king, which is just, you know, I don't even know if there is a king. Probably not. Let's actually, if we can, just blow this rock up. We should be able, oh my word, spiders. Spiders! Okay, they're gone. Nice. We can just pick up a couple bombs there. We just got one extra bomb. I don't want your rosary beads. Faith is not Lazarus's strong suit. Jeez. We're going to go over here and we're going to blow up the other X marks the spot bomb, because those have been so useful. Look at this. X marks the spot, boy. Oh, it's a chest. And we don't have a key. I wanted that chest so badly. I wanted it like I wanted nothing else in the world. That's not true. I wanted it about as much as Lazarus wants everything else in the world. And about as much as Lazarus wants to no longer be in this dungeon, because it is terrible. Man, we got really long-range bullets, don't we? That is quite useful, actually. I really appreciate it. Too bad I can't aim them for anything, and we've just been shooting at nothing for the past ever. A key. Any special rocks? No? No special rocks. Well, let's see what we got out of this. We have to run this gauntlet every time, but okay, here we go. Ooh. Ace of Spades, Luck of the Draw. What does that mean? I don't even know. But it does appear that this whipworm actually shoots our bullets out really far. So if I had to choose between Ace of Spades and Whipworm, it's definitely going to be Whipworm, because that range is actually incredibly useful. So I guess all that's left for us is to go into the boss room and see what we can do. Oh, it's Monstro! Hey, Monstro, how's it going? Monstro, you're about to die. Just gonna tell you that. I just want to warn you before your death that you are 100% definitely about to die. Okay. So, this is gonna be easy. So long as we get rid of his little minions here, we should be well under control. Which, quite frankly, I don't even think we need to do that prior to killing him. Because at this point, Monstro is not that big of a deal. I mean, we are actually a pretty weak dude right now. We don't have that many damage upgrades. We just have a ton of range upgrades. Which is, I'll level with you, pretty useful, but at the same time, not exactly the ideal situation, as I'd rather kill people quickly than from a really long distance. Although if we could do both, that would also be great. Just saying, small thing. Monstro, give it up, come on. You know that nobody likes you. There we go. Monstro has accepted the fact that he's the most worthless enemy in the world. Ooh, Pageant? Pageant boy! Oh yes, so much cash monies. I love it. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, ooh, dark hearts. I appreciate your dark hearts, sir. And what is that, a pentagram? Still don't understand what this does. Oh, it's damage up. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we want. We spent a heart on it, but I mean, look at our hearts. We have so many of those. Let's just take a little, ooh, tears up. Dude, we're getting everything right now. Oh my word. Just look at this. Isaac is some sort of unholy demon pageant boy with some sort of waddle, I think is what it's actually called. That little thing under a turkey's neck. It's just hanging down there. That's technically his heart. This is terrible. Anyway, for now, that'll bring us to the end of this episode, and what appears to be a very good run of Binding of Isaac at this point. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we will continue with all of our new powers, and we should be able to probably breeze through this next level, I would imagine. Don't quote me on that, and don't tell anyone I said that, because that will jinx it terribly. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.